It's time for another WrestlePlanet news update, as a released WWE superstar's name is dropped on Being the Elite, a free agent has been spotted at the Performance Center, and Samoa Joe is rejoining WWE. All that and more coming up in today's video, but first... This Friday, New Japan Pro-Wrestling will host the Ignition edition of New Japan Strong, which is their US-based show. The card will feature a certain Impact Wrestling champion, Josh Alexander. Alexander is the reigning X Division champion and will wrestle Alex Colin to kick off Colin's Open Challenge series. This is the latest crossover between New Japan and Impact, with Alexander having successfully defended his title against New Japan's El Fantasmo on a recent episode of Impact Wrestling. Not only that, but Impact had New Japan tag team Finn Juice win their tag titles, but lost the belts to Violent by Design's Rhino and Joe Doering. It seems the relationship between New Japan and Impact will continue going forward. And speaking of New Japan, it has just been announced that Fred Rosa, formerly known as Darren Young in WWE, has officially signed with the promotion. Rosa took to Twitter to confirm his new contract and said, "I'm excited to officially announce I've signed with New Japan Pro-Wrestling. All I can say moving forward is, don't ever let your dreams just be dreams, because as long as you're patient and believe in your dreams, anything is possible. Patience is a talent." Rosa had been working for New Japan as well as other promotions on pay-per appearances, making his NWA debut in March of this year. He then lost to JTG at the recent NWA When Our Shadows Fall pay-per-view earlier this month, which seemingly was his goodbye. It's now likely that his appearances in NWA will have to stop given his new exclusive contract status. Rosa made his New Japan debut in September of 2020 to the surprise of many, and has wrestled 70 matches for the promotion, mostly on the New Japan Strong brand. Next up, let's talk Impact Wrestling, as we have an update regarding the contract status of Moose. Moose's contract was set to expire this month, with the former football player having teased a move to both NXT and AEW on Twitter. This led to many questions regarding his future. According to PW Insider, the word going around Impact is that Moose has in fact now agreed terms on a new deal. Nothing is yet official, but many in the company believe that the deal is done. Given the manner in which he lost to Kenny Omega this past week, with the big man only falling thanks to the interference from the Young Bucks, this seems to suggest that they want to protect him in the loss due to him continuing with the company. Moose is also set to feature on this Thursday's episode of Impact, which will be the first episode since Against All Odds. He has been with the promotion since 2016, and it seems he will be with them for a few more years yet. A Being the Elite fan has noticed a certain released WWE superstar's name pop up during the popular YouTube show. Seemingly unaware that he was being filmed, one half of the Good Brothers, Carl Anderson, could be heard on the phone saying he has a cool name, Bo Rotunda. Of course, Bo Rotunda is the former Bo Dallas in WWE, who was released earlier this year. The audio can be heard in the background during the scene where Luchasaurus, Brandon Cutler and Marco Stunt were shooting hoops. If you'd like to hear it yourself, go to around 12 minutes 40 on episode 260 of BTE, but obviously do it in a different tab. Carl Anderson replied to a fan who noticed him mentioning Bo and tweeted, "Literally putting the kid over. A legit organic moment of not even realizing I'm being filmed, and put over Bo Dallas, Bo Rotunda." I've tried to make out exactly what conversation he was having, but I can't quite make it out. It does sound like he says something about calling him to work with him, potentially whilst on a call to someone in Impact or AEW. I think it's more likely a call with one of the higher ups in Impact, or maybe somebody on the roster. So could we be seeing Bo Rotunda in the Impact Zone? Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and don't forget to forever and always believe. And quickly before we continue, make sure you scroll down and hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos as we head towards 20,000 subscribers. But now you've done that, let's get on with the video. In May, MLW star Selena De La Renta confirmed that her contract with the promotion had expired, leading many to wonder what her future could hold. Selena is the founder of Promotions Dorada, which is a faction consisting of her clientele. She's managed the likes of the Lucha Brothers, LA Park, Sammy Guevara, and Low Ki during her time in Major League Wrestling. Her next move seems to be becoming clearer, as Fightful are now reporting that she was seen at the WWE Performance Center on Monday. According to the report, it is expected that WWE has offered her a contract, or at least plans to, as they've had interest in her for quite some time. Adding to the speculations, Selena, who has changed her social accounts to her real name Natalia Class, has announced that she will be closing down her Cameo and Patreon accounts. As we know, WWE does not allow talent to obtain third-party income, such as from Patreon, Cameo, or Twitch, so this seems to confirm that a contract may have been signed. If you've never seen her work, I highly recommend you checking her out. She's a fantastic manager and is one of the best in the business today. Personally, I think she would have been the ideal manager for Andrade in AEW, but obviously that is now out of the question. It will be interesting to see if she forms a WWE version of Promotions Dorada, or if she will be trained as a wrestler. She has experience in the ring, although she hasn't worked a match since early 2018 before turning her attention to being a full-time manager. Which WWE wrestlers would you like to see Selena manage? Let me know in the comments down below. And finally, as we discussed in yesterday's video, people within NXT were reportedly interested in bringing in Samoa Joe back to the WWE in order for him to appear on the Black and Gold brand. According to PW Insider, Joe is now on his way back to work exclusively with NXT. A source within the company has said that Triple H was not happy that WWE let Samoa Joe go and pushed for a return to NXT in order to prevent him from going elsewhere. Triple H was responsible for Joe joining the company in 2015 and is said to be a huge fan. Joe has not wrestled since February of last year due to concussion issues and had transitioned into a commentary role prior to his release in April. Whilst it's unlikely Joe will be cleared to wrestle immediately, it's possible somewhere down the line. In the meantime, NXT plan to use him in a non-wrestling capacity. This weekend, William Regal teased a big change coming to NXT at the end of the Takeover in Your House event, with many speculating that we could be getting a brand new general manager in charge of NXT. As we speculated yesterday, it seems like this could end up being Samoa Joe. And speaking of that announcement, I don't think it's out of the question that it will be Selena De La Renta taking charge of NXT, potentially with Samoa Joe as her enforcer. Who knows, but I guess we'll find out tonight. And will you be tuning into USA to find out what the announcement is? Let me know in the comments down below. And before you go, why not check out my video where I talk about 10 cancelled AEW plans that we never got to see.